And yes, once again, our darling Super Falcons gave us every single reason to applaud them because they were simply a joy to behold. I'm very sure that at the moment, every Nigerian is always anticipating their next match to give them every single support. Forget about the fact that NFF did not make any provision whatsoever to beam their matches live, but trust Nigerians. That love for our girls, the fact that they've stopped at nothing just to make us happy when we watch them, people have found a way to ensure that we watch those matches live, not to even let NFF spoil our joy. These girls have gone over and beyond to make a statement and tell Nigerians that they have what it takes. They have us at the back of our mind. They are more than willing to make us happy. And they show that right there on the pitch. Why are we not going to go all the way to support the girls? From the goalkeeper, the Amaka that never disappoints, to even the home-based players that have been called up to represent us, courtesy of the fact that some of our regulars that made it to the World Cup are not available. Like, what else can you ask for? One of those things I've been clamoring for, and I'm glad I'm getting to see day in and out, is that every single department, every single player must have a worthy substitution so that we don't get stranded because one player is injured or the club will not release them or they have a vital match coming or they've got travel issues or something. These are events that we cannot predict, and they definitely come up when you are dealing with players, national team players for that matter. So I've always clamored for the fact that for every single position in Super Falcons, we need a word replacement. And guess what? This is exactly what these girls have proven. Like, we literally do not have to miss any player because they couldn't make it. It was just a delight. Let me even say double delight to watch our girls. Gosh, it was 5-0 unreplied goals. And guess what? Yesterday, we handed Cape Verde their worst defeat when it comes to female football. They've never been flogged that much before. The last, or let me say the closest to it, was 4-0 when they played against Mali. But Nigeria took it a notch higher. They took it to the top and said, you know what, we have what it takes to teach you football lessons. From the start of the game to the final whistle, these girls never stopped amazing us. Like, I can go on and on and on, and everyone was fantastic. From let me just go to defenders, where you have Rafiat Imran standing in for Ashley Plumpton. She did every single thing right. Dimei and Ohale, they have that Rock of Gibraltar combination. And of course, we were very happy to see their combination just yesterday. They did not disappoint us. Talking about Akudo Ogbonna, who was standing in for Michelle Alozie, she simply made a statement, and I love the fact that she had that energy. She proved that point that, you know what, even as home-based player, we can contest with our counterparts abroad. And it was so sweet to watch in midfield. Deborah Kante was back in action, and of course that girl is just a maestro. She has successfully taken over from Alibatu Ainde, who is still very useful in the team, but we would definitely not lose a sweat even if Alibatu Ainde is not going to show, and taking it all the way to Peace Effie, who has started giving us that Christy Uchebe's vibes, and it was just good to see her get better with each of those games. Of course, Tony Payne, she's magical. She's very, very on top of her game. And the fact that she's so technical, she does it in a seamless way. And she reminds me of that saying that less is more. Of course, Mommy G of the team, the girl with the blue hair, did amazingly well. She was quiet, but she was very, very effective despite her quietness. Uche Nakanu was tried up front for the first time. She was a point man, a point woman, like they like to say. And she's proven to us that she can actually play that role very effectively. I was so happy to see her, prove a point that, I can be the top striker and banging the goals. Gift Monday, our energy, our tricks, running up the flanks and doing that magic. Every single one yesterday, even the substitutes were just as good as those that started the match. And I was like, oh my God, of course, I cannot end this without talking about Esther Okoronkwo, who scored a brace. And I love the fact that Esther brought in a sense of urgency into that game. Every single time she had the ball, there was this sense of urgency and there was the threat that she was carrying forward. Little wonder she ended up with 2 goals and she was so happy. She had just 45 minutes to prove to the coach and to Nigerians that, I could be that number 9 you've been searching for. And I was so happy for her. She came, she meant business, she did exactly what she was supposed to do as a points woman. And of course, she added a brace and we had 5 solid goals yesterday. These girls would not stop amazing me. Of course, everyone is looking forward to the next match when we'll play Cape Verde on Tuesday. So, fingers crossed, I will be back again to show us the match, of course, analysis and the goals scored, just like I've shown us today. Let's just see the goals that were scored. And of course, I appreciate these girls. Please do not forget to like, to subscribe, and keep an eye on this channel. I'm going to be serving goodness, and I'm going to be talking about the girls and sports in general. Kudos to our darling Super Falcons. They've made us proud. They know that we look up to them and they understand the assignment. These girls are such a joy to behold. And thank you for making Nigerians proud to be Nigerians. Till the next match, which is on Tuesday, I wish them all the best. And please do not forget to like, to subscribe to the channel so that we can keep the community growing. One more thing, drop your players rating. Just tell me the player, your best player of the match and the rating. I'm going to drop, of course, maybe like the top 5, my own top 5, but please feel free to drop your own players rating in the comment section. And together, we'll make the community grow. Thank you, everyone, and bye.
What can Esther do? Well, of course, Esther finds Imran. Imran takes a cross. Can she find a goal? It's a goal for Nigeria! Goal number 5! And it's Esther Okoronkwo off the bench. And Esther Ijoma Okoronkwo with a brace. But that's, it's no doubt a human